So issue 168's cover has been released today. It's titled The Road's End, and straight away this looks incredible. We know it's hinting at Negan becoming some sort of leader in a way. Maybe it's just symbolic of that, because we know that covers are misleading. Like the cover itself is not always shown in an issue. It doesn't always appear in the contents itself. So it may just be symbolic, and we're going to go into reasons as to why this could be, and just all good stuff like that. So first of all, we noticed that Negan's supposedly taking like a savior type role, like he did when he led the Saviors. He's taking the role of a leader again. Or at least he's symbolising that, and he's got the jacket on and people are kneeling.
Now Negan is definitely in that role again. There's something very interesting here, and I'm just gonna give my thoughts on it, because we didn't really sit down and think about this before making this video, because we wanted to make it like a first thoughts thing. So what I'm gonna say right now, it's even new to Morgan. So I'm just gonna go right here. An issue before this is called A Certain Doom, and it has Rick and Andrea, and I fucking love this cover, because what it is it has like this darkness. If you notice the cover here, we'll show it. The darkness is like coming over Rick and Andrea, and we know from the last issue, Andrea's supposedly been bit. Now, if you notice, Rick has a gun in his hand, and it just seems to me like he's going to have to put her down. If she has been bit, that is. And it makes sense now. And there's a door behind them as well, and I fucking love that, because it's like there's only one way to go. I think that cover is absolutely amazing. If that is the case, with the darkness coming down, one door there, only one way to go, and like the expression on their face, I think Charlie Adlard did a fucking amazing job with this cover. If that's the case, it's one of my favourites. Now, the reason I bring up issue 167 is because story-wise, I think it fits perfect into 168. With Negan standing there, and it symbolising that he's in the leader role again, I don't think Rick's going to be in the right mindset to lead, in my opinion. And with recently Negan and Rick helping each other out and all that, I can imagine a conversation between the two, and Negan mentioning his wife Lucille before the apocalypse, because we've seen and hears Negan, his wife, you know, she passed, that's why he named the bat Lucille. I can imagine there being a convo there about it. Once they find out Andrea has been bit, I can imagine so many good pages, and I'm hoping, I don't hope Andrea's dead, but at the same time, it will be so good in terms of the story, like the story going forward. Yeah, it will definitely progress.
So what we're basically saying is, it makes sense for Andrea to be bitten, Rick to have to put her down, which is what issue 167 cover symbolises, or may even happen. And then Negan can relate to Rick, and we'll get like a heart-to-heart with Negan, a heart-to-heart conversation between Negan and Rick, because he lost his wife, and it will go into that. And then Rick will say maybe something like, I'm not fit to lead at the moment. Because, you know, the mindset he's going to be in after this, if this is the case, he's not going to be fit to run anyone. So it makes sense for Negan to take that role. Now, this is just speculation. This may not even be happening. These may be throw-offs. Negan could be even potentially turning bad. We don't know yet, because we never do know with the comics. They always fast off, basically. And I think it would be a really cool way to bring Negan into the fold, like make him actually an official trusted member.
That does sound weird after him killing Glenn and stuff. I still think that there's going to be something going on with Negan. I don't think that he's necessarily just going to become this good guy and survive. I think Negan's time may come up soon, which is sad, because in the comic, I know Kirkman said he loves writing Negan. So it makes you wonder if Rick would die before Negan. How weird would that be? Also, I want to mention that this has a very similar appearance to issue 103. In terms of the camera shot on that, we'll put them side by side here. It looks like, it kind of looks like it, doesn't it? It's the first thing that spun to mind when I saw the cover. But yeah, I mean, there's our thoughts on it. I think it goes hand in hand. If what I've said in this video actually does happen, damn, that is good. And tell me if you agree with issue 167, A Certain Doom, with the darkness coming down the door there, Rick having to put Andrea down. I think that's an amazing cover. Personally, I think that is brilliant, and he has the gun in his hand. To me, the expressions on the face, Charlie Adlard, man, doesn't get enough credit, because Andrea actually looks like, just on her face, you can kind of see it. It's like, you're going to have to put me down.
Yeah, she's accepted
death. And you got Rick. They kind of made his eyes and nose like red, if you notice there. It looks like he's been crying, and he's just like upset, and it's painful.
Yeah, a lot of detail goes into, I think more detail goes into covers than the actual pages themselves, because the covers are meant to represent the issue as a whole. So there's got to be, that's why it's got colour on it, and that's why it's got all these good stuff. So that like darkness coming down on Andrea and Rick makes perfect sense for what's possibly to come.
So before we ramble on and go off topic, there's our thoughts on those covers. Just goes hand in hand. I want to hear your thoughts down below. Also, we are doing the Q&A. We've not got no questions yet, but put them down below. Put Q&A in front of it. We'll be mentioning this at the end of every video, because we do enjoy those. Ask us anything. Could be Walking Dead related. Can be anything you want to ask. So let us know down below make sure you put Q&A there and you'll be featured in our next Q&A video.
So yeah, issue 168 is brilliant. We finally see Negan looking like a leader again. It brings us right back to the Saviours. Tell us all what you think down below, what your thoughts are of the issue. Hope you enjoyed this video. Leave it a like, share it around, and as always, cheers for watching.